So now we have an order of our lessons, and let's try opening a lesson. As we see, the lessons are not ordered correctly in our lesson show. So to order them correctly, we are going to our lessons controller, and we are also going to rank them by order as we did in our courses show controller. Now let's see. Now they're ranked correctly. And we also want to add links to the previous and the next lesson. So to add such links, we should declare what the previous and next lesson would be. For this, we will go to our lessons controller and add two methods like this. So we are going to search for a lesson that inside the course that has a smaller row order than the currently opened lesson. And the same with the next lesson, we are going to search the first lesson with a row order ID bigger than the current lesson opened inside the course. And we're going to refresh our view, and we're going to make it visible in our lesson view. So we're going to create a new card footer. So dot card footer, and inside we're going to have a link, previous lesson, and a link to next lesson. So link to previous will lead to course lesson path at course and at lesson dot previous. Let's see. Now we have no previous lesson to this current lesson, so it will be a statement something like unless lesson prev nil, we will show it. Okay, there is no previous lesson for this lesson, but for this lesson there is a previous, and we go and we see the previous lesson. We're going to do the same for the next lesson. So unless lesson dot next dot nil, we're going to have a link to the next lesson. Course lesson path, current course, and lesson.next that we declared in our lesson.rb. So here, for the first lesson, we don't have a previous lesson, and we see only a next lesson path. We scroll through the lessons. Now let it load. We scroll through the lessons and see the previous lesson, the next lesson, whatever. If we go to the last lesson, we will not see a link to the next lesson. Now let's beautify this a little bit. So it will look like this in the end. Link to previous and link to next lesson. Works fine for me.